The thunderous roar of cannons and the desperate clash of steel still echo through the halls of history. Yet, what if the dice had rolled differently on that fateful day in 1815 at Waterloo? Imagine a world where Napoleon emerged victorious, not vanquished. The ripples of this alternate history would have sent tremors across Europe, fundamentally altering the course of the 19th century. A decisive French victory at Waterloo would have solidified Napoleon's grip on Europe. The fragile peace established by the Congress of Vienna would have been shattered. France, emboldened, would likely have expanded its influence, potentially annexing parts of Belgium and the Netherlands. Dominant French military power could have seen the creation of a string of client states, transforming Europe into a Napoleonic sphere of influence. Imagine a continent dotted with miniature replicas of the Arc de Triomphe, a testament to French military might and a constant reminder of Napoleonic dominance. One of the most intriguing questions is the fate of the alliance between France and Russia, forged by Napoleon and Tsar Alexander I at Tilsit. A shared victory at Waterloo might have strengthened this bond, at least initially. However, tensions would likely have resurfaced. Napoleon's ambitions in Eastern Europe and the simmering question of Polish independence could have driven a wedge between the two empires. Imagine a future where a Cold War brews between France and Russia, a tense standoff that casts a long shadow over European politics. This icy relationship could act as a breeding ground for future alliances and counter-alliances, shaping the geopolitical landscape for decades to come. Napoleon, despite his authoritarian tendencies, was a product of the French Revolution. His victories spread revolutionary ideals like liberty, equality, and the Napoleonic Code across Europe. A Waterloo victor might have felt emboldened to push these reforms further. Perhaps a more moderate and pragmatic Napoleon, tempered by experience, could have ushered in a new era of enlightened absolutism, blending revolutionary ideals with a degree of stability. Imagine a Europe where constitutional monarchies with Napoleonic influences become the norm, a continent cautiously embracing representative government while still retaining a strong central authority. Napoleon's France was a hotbed of scientific and intellectual progress. A longer reign could have seen even greater advancements. Imagine a world where French engineers perfected the steam engine decades earlier, leading to a faster and more widespread industrial revolution. Perhaps French mathematicians make groundbreaking discoveries in calculus, shaping the scientific landscape for generations to come. Socially, the Napoleonic Code, with its emphasis on meritocracy and legal equality, could have had a more profound impact, influencing legal systems not just in Europe but in colonies around the globe. Imagine a world where legal codes based on Napoleonic principles become the foundation for justice systems in Asia and Africa, leaving a lasting legacy on these continents. However, a Napoleonic Europe wouldn't be a utopia. The constant warfare, the suppression of dissent, and the stifling of national aspirations could have bred resentment. Nationalist movements, simmering beneath the surface, could have erupted in later decades, potentially leading to a more fragmented and unstable Europe. Imagine a continent plagued by guerrilla warfare and uprisings, a Napoleonic empire facing a constant struggle to maintain control over a restless and rebellious populace. A Napoleonic victory at Waterloo is a historical butterfly effect. The resulting world would be one of vast possibilities. Perhaps a more stable and enlightened Napoleonic Europe paves the way for a more peaceful 19th century, with greater emphasis on scientific progress and social reform. On the other hand, a continent dominated by a militaristic France could have plunged Europe into a darker, more bellicose era, marked by endless wars and a struggle for dominance. The world we know was shaped by the outcome at Waterloo. But by pondering this alternate history, we gain a deeper appreciation for the delicate balance of forces that shaped our present. And as we peer into this alternate world, a chilling reminder emerges. The course of history can hinge on the smallest of moments, a single battle that can redefine the destiny of nations.